The Omicron variant is causing worldwide worry.
The U.S. is bracing for the new Omicron variant.
That new COVID variant that the World Health Organization says poses a very high risk around the globe.
This variant is a cause for concern, not a cause for panic.
President Biden ordering a travel ban for visitors coming from South Africa and 7 other African countries. Of course, Canada and the EU, also the UK, all taking the same action.
We need to slow down the seeding of this variant.
Mayor de Blasio today calling on New Yorkers, both vaccinated and unvaccinated, to wear masks indoors.
We are recommending highly that people wear masks indoors. You cannot go on the subway and you cannot go to a healthcare facility in the state of New York without wearing a mask.
Travel restrictions for the vaccinated were being lifted, but some countries are reversing course, including Japan, tonight closing its borders to all foreign travelers.
I'm both vaccinated and have the booster shot, but that doesn't mean I'll be protected.
The CDC is strengthening its recommendation that all adults should get their booster shots.
If you're eligible for a booster, my goodness, go in and get that booster.
If you haven't gotten boosted, get your booster.
Make sure you have your booster.
Now is the time to get that booster.
We're going to boost the booster campaign.
I mean, I'm saying this absolutely clearly, to go and get a booster shot.
I know you're tired of hearing me say this. Go get the booster shot today.
This is probably the strangest story you've ever heard. It's about 2 little men who live out in space.
That's us, Omicron.
Now, that's Omicron. He's from the planet Venus. And his name is Nudnicron. He's from Jupiter.
And no one can understand the way they talk over there.
And the Sputnik.
We call them satellites.
Yes, well, a Sputnik is a satellite. Now, the Sputnik is from still another planet, one we call Earth.
Let's get you this next breaking update. This is about the Sputnik V vaccine that possibly could be available from as early as June. This, remember, could happen in the Apollo hospitals is what we are learning. In fact, the hospital has earlier just put out a statement saying that the 3rd vaccine approved in India, Sputnik V, will be available through the Apollo hospitals from the 2nd week of June. Niranjan with us with more details. Niranjan, I think this is a big boost. Very, very important that we'll see the rollout of Sputnik V, especially in the Apollo hospitals, beginning the 2nd week of June.
One day, not so long ago, when no one was looking, Omicron and Nudnicron landed their tiny rocket ship on our planet Earth. They'd been sent here from space on an important secret mission.
The first thing we have to do is find out where the Sputnik is. You see, Nudnicron, we know on Venus that these Earthlings are going to shoot this thing into the sky almost to space. If they do that, it will stay there and spin round and round their planet just as their moon does. Oh, my God! Oh, yes, here comes an Earthling.
Now, this should be funny, since Omicron is only the size of a soda pop bottle, and the Nudnicron is shaped like a small orange egg.
Stop where you are, Earthling!
Oh, dear. The grass is talking to me. Why, no. It's not the grass at all. It's a little orange egg.
Earthling, where is the Sputnik?
Sputnik. Oh, I better get myself some new glasses.
The coronavirus vaccine Sputnik V has given Russia the kind of scientific breakthrough it hasn't seen since Soviet times. This clinic is in the fancy shopping mall in Moscow's Red Square. Maria Anakina and her friend just got their 2nd dose, along with a free ice cream. She says her friends in Canada are jealous.
I think whatever's going on in South Africa looks just fine to me. But maybe the reason we're isolating South Africa is because some of the headlines have been coming out of Africa and South Africa, like maybe this headline. South Africa, this is right, but this is before Omicron, remember. South Africa asked J&J Pfizer to stop sending vaccines. We don't need them, frankly. We don't think they're doing much, and we think we've got this all under control. Or this headline, scientists are mystified and wary as Africa avoids the COVID disaster. They are the least vaccinated, this article went on to say, yet for some reason they're doing better than everyone everyone else in the world. Well, we can't have that, can we? We can't have those that aren't vaccinated looking like they're doing better than everybody else. What would be great is if the next deadly variant happened in the unvaccinated world. Well, I don't know. I don't want to put words in anybody's mouth. I'm just saying it's a little bit suspicious when you have a virus that appears to do absolutely nothing to anybody, at least so far, and it's happening in a country where they're doing just great, and a nation that's doing just great, and a continent that's really doing better than the rest of the first world. But here's the thing, it's not even true. This thing doesn't even come from South Africa. As the headlines now tell us, Omicron was in Europe long before travel bans on South Africa.
Pretty amazingly, too, the day that COVID was announced an emergency by the WHO and the CDC was January 30th of 2020. Now on November 26th of 2021, they came out with the Omicron. I wonder how many days that is between the start of this and the Omicron. Drum roll, please. 666. 666 days.
Finally tonight, she's out of this world. The current commander of the International Space Station about to break a big record tonight. Here's ABC's Gio Benitez.
They call it the Peggy factor, Mission Control's code word for the way superstar astronaut Peggy Whitson always gets the job done.
I love it up here.
Tonight, Commander Whitson making history with her record for any American. By the time she lands in September, her tally will be 666 days in space.
Well, the Nudnikron was not seriously hurt, so they continued to search the Earth for the Sputnik. After looking high and low for days, they'd almost given up. Then, as they were flying low over cold, snowy mountains on the other side of our world...
Nudnikron! Nudnikron, look down there! There you go! Aye. That's a rocket! It's about to be shot into space! Down we go!
And down they went! Omicron and the Nudnikron tiptoed into the laboratory where the scientists were getting ready the last piece to go into the rocket.
Come on, let's hide inside this round metal ball here. We can watch them work through this little window and they won't see us.
Oh, now, Igor. The Sputnik is ready.
Good, boss.
Close the door and we will put it into the rocket.
All righty, boss. Nudnikron, we're locked in. This is the Sputnik. Very good. Copy, Mark.
And before they knew what had happened, they were hoisted into the air, dropped in the nose of the rocket, and on their way into outer space. Now, of course, going into outer space was nothing new to Omicron and Nudnikron, but being locked tight inside a Sputnik was.
Now, don't worry, Nudnikron. I'll get this door open in a little while, and we can jump. Our space parachutes will get us back to Earth all right. Yellow. Oh, the only thing I worry about is a wreck with one of our spaceships. So look, you go near that window over there and shout like a horn. Beep, beep. Yes, that's the way, and we'll warn any ships nearby, okay? Beep, beep. Yes, start now. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. Beep, beep.
And back on Earth, as the anxious scientists listened to the Sputnik on the radio, what did they hear?
By Igor, it's sending code.
Yeah.
But you and I know better now. It wasn't code at all. It was...
Omicron and Nudnikron.